Welcome viewers. In this video, I'll be providing a short and up-to-the-point tutorial on working with files in C#. Working with files in C# involves reading, writing, and manipulating files using various classes and methods provided by the .NET framework. In order to work with files, you need to import the System.io namespace, which provides classes and methods for file-related operations. Add the following line at the top of your C# file, using System.io. In C#, the @ symbol is used as a verbatim string literal. When you prefix a string with the @ symbol, it indicates that the string should be treated as a literal string, meaning that escape sequences are not processed. In the context of file paths, the verbatim string literal is often used to simplify working with file paths that contain backslashes or other special characters. Normally, in regular string literals, you would need to escape backslashes by using double backslashes. Here's an example to illustrate the difference. In the example above, both regular path and verbatim path represent the same file path. However, with the verbatim string literal, you can write the path using single backslashes, making it easier to read and write. When working with file paths, using verbatim string literals is optional but often preferred to avoid excessive use of escape characters. Before performing any operations on a file, it's good practice to check if the file exists. You can use the file exists method to check if a file exists at a specified path. To read the content of a file, you can use the file read all text or file read all lines methods. The former reads the entire file as a single string, while the latter reads the file line by line into an array of strings. To write content to a file, you can use the file write all text or file write all lines methods. The former writes a string as the entire content of the file, while the latter writes an array of strings as individual lines. If you want to add content to an existing file without overwriting its existing content, you can use the file append all text or file append all lines methods. These methods work similarly to the write methods mentioned above, but they append the content to the end of the file. You can use the file move method to rename or move a file. It takes the current file path and the new file path as arguments. To delete a file, you can use the file delete method. Some of the methods mentioned above implicitly create files if they don't exist. However, there are also explicit methods available to create files in C#. Here's an additional section on creating files. To create a new file, you can use the file create method. It creates a new file at the specified path and returns a file stream object that can be used to read from or write to the file. Additionally, you can use the StreamWriter class to create a new file and write content to it. The StreamWriter class provides more flexibility for writing text to files. In the code snippet above, the StreamWriter is automatically disposed of after the using block, ensuring that the file is properly closed and resources are released. Remember to handle exceptions that may occur during file creation, such as I/O exception or unauthorized access exception, to ensure your code handles any potential errors gracefully. Working with files in C# is just the tip of the iceberg. There are many more advanced techniques and features to discover, so keep practicing and experimenting. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.